So here I'm walking above my house. It's yeah, all nature here, as you can see. Very beautiful. Pretty high. Kind of in search for a water source. It's a bit of a challenge, but for now it's just a nice walk down to the house. So I'll show you. So just a little background on what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build, or I'm trying to build, an eco lodge. The idea is to be completely self-sustainable. So water from a source, a natural source, or just the rainwater coming from the roof. That's going to be it. The other thing is solar power. The house will be completely powered by solar. So we're completely off grid. That's going to be the next step, finding a good supplier for solar panels. I think there's many high quality solar panels available these days. We have the home battery, which we're going to install as well. So those are the next steps. Right now we're working on basic stuff like, getting kitchen ready, that you can cook, things like that. Toilet, of course, essential, right? And yeah, this is what we're doing right now. But we're taking away like hazards, small pieces like we just did with the taking off the metal, so you don't trip. So we're trying to avoid trip hazards and things like this. But as you can see up high here, just above the house, it's probably 100 meters above my house, above my eco lodge, I should say, which is a better name for it. You can see a beautiful view. I mean, we have a beautiful view, but this is stunning, even more nice. It's a very steep hill right here, so walking is okay. Going by car is, with a normal car, impossible. But with the Range Rover, we should be able to get up here. So I'll make a video about that. I wish you could smell, the scents that I'm getting here from the plants that are here, and it's just amazing. It's like an aroma of herbs, and there's a beautiful little wind going around here, and so nice. So let's walk all the way back to the house. Just to recap on things that we've done now in the house is the first floor, so that's kind of the living room, has been secured with a door. So that's very important, so we can leave stuff. There's been a camera installed, so security reasons we can view if anybody's there, or there's also an alarm going off when people are there. So it's kind of a security thing. We don't have a fence. I don't want a fence. I prefer not to have a fence. But there is a risk of bears in the area because there's a brown bear that's absolutely living in this area. The population is expanding immensely in Romania, which is just across the border. It's not far away. So there is a river in between, but I'm sure that the population is expanding, and probably also expanding here in this area. So you have to be aware of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some bear spray just to be sure. And we're going to leave the fence for now, because it's very rare to see a bear in this area, but it could happen. So next step is going to be the second floor door. It's going to be installed by Miroslav. He's a very technical guy, good construction worker here in the village. He's going to help me install that door. If you saw the other videos, you know which door I'm talking about. That's going to secure the second floor. Then we still have downstairs like a wine cellar and a regular room that's not secured yet. That's the next step. That could be a great place for you know, storing all the tools and everything. So we're going to do that. Once the second floor door is installed, we can start thinking about the roof. Now the roof is a big deal. It needs a reorganization basically. So all the tiles are a bit shifted and they're not closing completely because of the years of no maintenance. So that's something that we need to do. We can only do that once we have the door in place. So this is basically the sequence of events. Once the door is in place, we're going to rearrange the roof, but at the same time we're going to place the solar panels because they will be essential in getting energy and storing energy in the battery, in the home battery that I'm getting. By the way, look at this steep incline. It is seriously steep, and I don't know what percentage this is, but this is looking at like 30 or 40% incline, which is very tricky. So I have to be a bit careful here. Trying to stay a little bit focused on where I put my feet. To be honest, going up here was tough, but going down here is, well, holy shit, is just as bad. It is steep as hell. Okay. So excuse me for my language, but it is tricky. It's going to stay that way for the next 50 meters. But it's obvious that there's people here. I think there's a motorcycles club that is like driving here as well. So you can see that they maintain the road a bit. That's a good thing. It's the only way up is with a very strong vehicle like the Range Rover or a motorcycle, cross bike, or walking. But in all cases, it's a big challenge. Just look at that. So I think once we have the second floor door installed and we have the solar panels installed, the roof will be rearranged. We'll get a battery, a home battery. I think by that time, things will be pretty much in place. That will be the main focus at the moment. These steps are just interlinked. You know, you can't do one without the other. So this is really where we're going. Once that's done, it's a functionable house and it's a functionable living area. So what I do have now is a generator just so we can use tools, because on this project you cannot use, as we said before, you know, it's a big project. You cannot use any battery powered tools. It just doesn't work. They're too lightweight. So it's a big waste of money spending your money on these tools. I made that mistake, and I hope that people that listen to this video are going to not make that mistake, because in the end they're pretty expensive. You know, it's a waste of money. It's always too bad. You can spend it on other things. By the way, the incline is still extremely steep, so I gotta watch out. Whoa, shit. That is crazy. Really crazy. You know, I am used to skiing, but this is pretty much a black slope, in my opinion. There we see the house right there. So you see the roof. We're almost there. Let's stop for a second. Enjoy the view. There you go. You see the way, the highway there, all the way around. We were very lucky to have some rain yesterday, so we could do the grinding. So the bushes are not too dry anymore. It's still dry, but it was responsible to do the grinding today. Although we had water at hand. And to be honest, we should have had a fire extinguisher by hand, but we didn't. So we weren't completely responsible, but yeah, for a couple of amateurs, we were pretty responsible. So yeah, we got all these pieces of metal, which are trip hazards, grinded away. Something Robert really wanted to do. He's very big on trip hazards. All right, steepness is gone. It's about 32 degrees now here. So not extremely hot, but definitely for a Dutch guy, pretty hot. Also, I brought this machete. It's a cute looking little machete, but it's very important because you have to be able to protect yourself from potentially, wild animals. I mean, they are here. It's not much protection. I mean, it's really kind of like you're sitting duck if something would happen. But at least you have a feeling of protection, which is also important. And you can cut away some bush if you want to walk into a rough area. So that's what it's used for. It's a sharp blade, and it's pretty effective. But yeah, against a wild animal, well, I don't know. I think you're pretty much done. Let's put it that way. It's more of a sense of security, So, almost arrived at the beginning of the path to the house. I'll be taking a ride here in a bit. So what we did today is very important. Also, we this is the entrance to the pathway of the house, and as you can see, it's a little bit more smooth than it used to be. We worked on this morning. Didn't video it, but here we go. It's much better now. I think it's not going to damage the car underneath. And now here we walk the pathway to the house. It's still long. I'm sure Robert is wondering where the hell I am. Just a few seconds here. It's really too hot to do this now, to be honest. Here's an old ruin. No idea who built this. As you can see, it's still structurally fairly decent building, but it has been completely abandoned. It's next to my property, and it would be wonderful to have this as part of my property. But yeah, it's on government ground here, so for now it's not really for sale. If it was, I'd be right on top of it, because adding property to your own property is a good thing. Of course, you don't want too much because it's all renovated. It's all like loads of work. The more land you have, the more work you have. And trying to keep it maintained is a terrible amount of work. So you don't want too much. Right now I have 600 square meters, which is more than enough. It's like a nice garden. You can see our pathway is really good already. We've been driving here for a lot, so really developed already. There's the house. All right, we made it. This is it for now. Thank you.